everybody. I'm Squid CS. You're joining me live for the 4th out of 4 best of ones of the day. This one is very interesting because it's pitching the new FNATIC Academy side. You remember the one that won Gamers? Obviously a new team that we haven't seen play in too many of these bigger competitive tournaments. All 10 players are in the server, and we'll be getting into this one very, very shortly. I think this one's very interesting because it's two teams that we don't see lots of. FNATIC Academy pitching themselves against Gameagents here today for this best of one. Remember, we're playing Swiss system, so 1-0 is the scoreline that would await the winning team here, and they will play against another team who's 1-0 on the score tally. So here they're going to be playing Inferno, a map that we have actually seen Gameagents play a fair bit. I would say that it's probably not one of their better maps. They've got a 27% win rate on that map in particular. They had a 0-2 against Imperial in the semi-final of the DreamHack Austin closed qualifier. And one of those maps were Inferno that they lost 16-2. So obviously today, I don't know how confident they can be feeling about that pick in particular. So we're getting live into the 9th round now. Interesting stuff. The final match of the day here on ELC Gaming TV. Lots of people here for the Nemasier game. That's going to be taking place on our Facebook. So if you are looking for the Nemasier game, you are in the wrong place. I'm scared that most of the people looking for that game are Russian and might not understand me. But if you know that, just pass it on to your Russian fellows in the chat, because we're going to be bringing you the FNATIC Academy Gameagents game today. Of course, Gameagents from Hungary, probably one of the better teams in Hungary, probably the best team in Hungary right now. Salvaging all that talent together. And FNATIC Academy, a very new-look team. I didn't personally watch lots of the Gamers tournament. The Gamers, I don't know, what do you call it? Like a reality TV show. I didn't watch much of that this season, so I don't really know all too much about these players. I know that Eccles, one of the more thriving UK players. I've definitely seen him play. I think I saw him play at Epic LAN, perhaps. And then he would have been playing tournaments like UK Masters and all across the board. But here, they're going to be going live on Inferno and starting on this CT side, our Gameagents. So going for 4 Kevlar and 1 kit. Man, it's getting late in the day. That's what's happening. A kit and nade on Flashy to start things off. And FNATIC Academy going for this fairly fast B push. Color takes nade in the face. And FNATIC Academy taking that map control early on. You can see how they just want to get aggressive towards the banana area to make sure that you're not going to get CTs pushing and hurdling towards this side of the map. They've got map control towards A as well, so they've got 3/4 of the map right now, and Gameagents don't have any intelligence as to where this push is coming. They haven't spotted the bomb that's on Eccles' back, and FNATIC Academy can run rings around them. They can play this to perfection and just go straight into one of these bomb sites. And you can see Gameagents playing a very passive defense. That's not always what you want on the CT side of Inferno. You sometimes want to be getting that early information. Barcode takes this pretty important gunfight and wins it towards the mid side of the map through connector, and Alex actually doing damage on the A site as the bomb rotates back. He wants his second frag and he finds it, both headshots. Barcode does finish one more off. That's Meadow gone. And now on the A side of things, this USPS needs to do damage, and it does. Another one from Barcode. That's sensational. He's tapping away for one more frag. He's got a triple kill right now. He maybe wants this quad. The bomb is planted on this A site, all out in the open, and Eccles just has to find another frag, and it's Barcode again. A great quad kill there, opening this map off. in phenomenal fashion. And that's 1-0 on the board. Great from him. Maybe we could have watched that again, but Barcode there, starting things off very strong, very early. Now it's just Eagles, and Echo is going to find a headshot right on the offset. That's Cola gone, and Canny's going to find a follow-up there. That's onto Banana. And this puts a lot of pressure here on Flashy. He can actually hear the steps approaching. FNATIC Academy were not quiet about that one. Nevertheless, there's going to be no re-rotation from Gameagents, and FNATIC Academy likely going to be able to swarm this B bomb site here with the bomb going first. He's going to get the information early, and these pistols going to swarm him. Miss Canny again with the AK-47, able to perfectly trade off his teammate. Now Gabson can't take the smoke, has to go around. He's got 4 players to contend with, and Fleeve is here as well. They've got Alex from behind. Alex is going to be a devastating impact if Gameagents don't really check for him. Fleeve's only able to take 1 as Alex from behind, who spoils the show. Gabson spraying away that corpse, but absolutely not, says FNATIC Academy, and put their first round on the board as well. Nades forward by Canny, doesn't do the damage, but does get him map control onto the banana area, and he's very aggressive here. Both these members of Gameagents just falling back and playing passive. And Gameagents, they've got 3 players on this A-bomb site. Pretty much no investment. That's $800 above what they would have had initially with the Deagle. Well, that's 1,000 actually. Never do maths on air, guys. Never do maths on air. It's a terrible idea. You always get it wrong. Gabson just trying to play a picking game with the USP. Doesn't happen as FNATIC Academy do salvage CT spawn. And Flashy here just trying to tap away with the USP. Did maybe more damage than expected onto Matev there, but this double spray down is going to happen. Alex finds both. And Fleeve is the last player alive. And he's being heard out here. Meadows can easily find him. First kill in the round. And yeah, first kill in the game for Meadow there. It's the second round for FNATIC Academy. And it's so important to break that pistol win. As soon as your enemies take that pistol, that's a lot of momentum. You're expected to get 3 or 4 rounds at least off the back of that. So to shut them down in the follow-up, and not any gimmicky play, just like rushing pistols into one area of the map, going for trades with the AK-47 board up. It was Alex finding all of the aggressive engagements, and it worked out for them. FNATIC Academy playing pretty great Counter-Strike early on. Flashing through that smoke, that could be a little temperamental. That doesn't always work, but they're going to find it nonetheless. And Gameagents have to go for a fast backtrack to the B site. Gabson here tosses down the smoke, and he's going to push right off the back of it. Canny is up close and personal with the MAC-10, and if Gabson doesn't check this angle, he could get the side of his head blown clean off. Big gaping wound on the side of his face. Oh, FNATIC Academy are actually making their way in here. Alex there for a great trade. And FNATIC Academy's coordination and teamwork seems pretty flawless so far. Fleeve has the M4 in hand. Playing behind that smoke, he's just waiting and trying to maybe pick an opening kill. Alex has found 3 of them so far. So a great round from him. And Fleeve maybe wants to just back up with the M4. Not going to be allowed to do so as Alex grabs the quad. And FNATIC have looked pretty strong since that pistol round, I have to say. Likely going to be a 4-1 scoreline here with Game Agents stuck on just pistols and very little investment once again. Flashy, the only player with Kevlar, everybody else completely naked. It's going to be... Oh, that was a lovely nade as well onto Gabson. Trades it straight back. Vengeful look in his eyes as he did that. Canny's gone, eliminated. And now they're actually going for that boost up. Flashy has the armor and a great angle. This is sometimes used for 2, possibly more frags. And in that case, FNATIC Academy could get shot down if they don't check this angle. Matev's going to be the first man to fall foul to that one. As Game Agents, they've got a man advantage in this one. Barcode has barely got any HP, but Fleave's able to find a kill in the meantime, pick up an AK-47, and leave Eccles all alone. The UK's last hope. FNATIC Academy's last hope. Pushing into B. Game Agents playing this one quite aggressive. I think Flashy's playing this angle. I'd like to see him create a crossfire with Barcode a little more. He's going to spot Barcode's shoulder here. Oh, he doesn't find it early. Flashy's able to swing out off the back of that call. And Game Agents steal away a second round. That's a pretty embarrassing eco if you're FNATIC Academy right now. You always want to be winning them. Nice shot from Gabson. Had the boost angle, spotted a lot of banana, and Eccles walked right into that scope. Nice crossfire here from Game Agents. He's not actually going to get spotted out. Fleave almost gets the double frag there, but actually doesn't happen. Now it's really all down to Color here, who gets smoked out of position. Now he has to, well, reconvene with his teammates. And FNATIC Academy have complete control of the A bomb site. The C4's planted. And Color's AWP might be the first man in. It's a double AWP on this retake. And obviously extremely difficult to be able to get this in. Only 2 AWPs left. And this is near on impossible. So hard to hit those shots there. And FNATIC Academy are going to tear them apart. Drop all of that economy as well on the Game Agent side. And that's a 2-4 scoreline here. Game Agents going for the full force buy in this 7th. An AWP in Fleave's hand. Flashy has an M4 body armor, but nobody else really has anything. And remember, oh, that nade's going to be beautiful. Goes in, does only 20 damage per player. Fleave and Color down, but it's only a small tag. It doesn't really matter too much. It does rattle. It does annoy. And Axius says he bets with real money. I believe him. Loving that angle from Flashy. Something that I've seen a couple of UK players use as of late, watching some of the UK CS that was on this weekend. I like that drop angle. It's very advanced and it's not often checked by an aggressive T, so you'd very often just walk into that one because you've got way more angles that you have to prioritize going into the A bomb site. You've got the angles to the sides, you've got to be very wary of Boiler. And oh, that's a fast shot from Eccles. Great entry from him. And there's a shoulder spotted out by Alex, who also continues on the spray down and eliminates Color. As 3 versus 4 is almost no hope for Game Agents. This is likely going to be a 5th round here. Meadow there with a headshot. Traded straight back as Flashy's able to get one as well. They're moving in here as FNATIC Academy losing players thick and fast. But Alex, he's been the absolute point man this game. He is 16-2 right now. That is absolutely unbelievable. He has more frags than every single player on his team combined. Alex has 16 frags. You add up everybody else, they're on 14. That's what you call a carry. Alex with, that's like 55% of his team's frags. Anything above a third, you're talking about that is pretty mental. But 55% and winning, that's a single-handed performance here. Alex is absolutely tearing apart Gameagents here. The A site completely compromised as 3 players find 3 frags. And Barcode and Flashy have to rotate in from elsewhere. Matev finds another. And Flashy, just for this easy, just wants to do a little bit of economical damage. Maybe drop one of these rifles. And does he do that? Let's see if Eccles can get there. And he does drop one of the rifles. So Eccles stuck with the MAC-10 again. Everybody else with rifles. I'd like to see Eccles just throw caution to the wind and get the AK-47, which is exactly what he does. I see a lot of teams like to keep hold of the MAC-10s in those scenarios. I'm very happy that Eccles didn't do that. He instead just picked up the AK-47. Easy peasy, $2,700 investment, and can sometimes cost you a round if you don't do it. FNATIC Academy setting up right outside the B bomb site. And the problem is, Gameagents doesn't have any map control, so they didn't know that this was coming until the smokes hit. And even now, they haven't gone for any rotation, and they're losing players thick and fast. Flashy only able to get 1 kill in return, and that's round over. You cannot win a round like that. CT side, you've got to be a bit more fluid in your setup. You've got to have somebody getting information on Banana. You can't allow FNATIC Academy to control all of this portion of the map, because it means that they can set up as they did with smokes right outside. You need to have either a flanker onto mid, putting pressure elsewhere, or Gameagents pushing Banana, getting control of that portion of the map. And that's exactly what almost every single tier 1 team does. I would say every single tier 1 team does on Inferno. They take control of Banana and they stop you from going for those executes. People used to say that is one of the reasons why Get Right was such a scary player against the very heavily tactical setups of teams like Very Games, is they would try and set up their smokes and Get Right would be right there for 3 frags, either from behind or in front or a pop flash. And he would completely catch players off guard. So FNATIC Academy, they're 7-2 up here. And they're looking really good on this T side. They're not being challenged, they're not being pressured, and it means that Gameagents are going to fall further and further behind. And then I think that the risks that they might take later on will be non-calculated. They'll be uncalculated. And you can see how much control of Banana FNATIC Academy have once again. They've got the AWP out this time. Can he? He's been pretty good with the rifles, but let's see what he's made of when it comes to the sniper rifle. Gameagents, they've got 3 rifles, 2 SMGs. Their economy is dripping away from them. You can see that they've got about 2,000, well, 4,000 when you add up all their money as of this round. And they're starting to build up that loss bonus. So after this round, they'll get $3,400 per round, which means that you can force buy every single time if you want to with Famis and Armor, or you can go for a full buy after just 1 save or 1 quasi. FNATIC Academy, this time, they set their talons on the A site. They want to dig their claws right in to that gap. And Barcode's only able to find one with the SMG. Does good damage onto Alex as well, so could be an opening. But with only 30 seconds left, Gameagents are still slow on the rotation. This time that's going to favor them, as they're going to have the 2 versus 4 on the B bomb site. But this means nothing unless they can find the frags. And Flashy doesn't do that. He goes down early. Gabeson has to back off, has to stay alive, has to pressure this B bomb site. And can he? Oh, he moves straight into it. So aggressive, and he finds both kills there. Oh my lord. Moves right into drop zone. And both kills are his. Canny, great play there. Shuts down the first man. As you can see here, dives straight into Graveyard. And the second man just straight challenges him. Kolor wasn't expecting Canny to be ready for that shot, but the fast flick comes in for the second, and Canny's doing a lot of the damage here. An opening kill for FNATIC Academy once again. It feels like Gameagents aren't finding any of these opening picks. A lot of the time, it's the opening pick that's the catalyst for a round one, for lots of different... lots of different parts of this engagement does fall apart for Gameagents in the opening portions of the round, and I'm just not really a fan of their setups, especially towards B. They're playing so passive that they've got no intelligence, they've got no intel into where FNATIC Academy are playing. You can see they're playing literally as far back in this map as you can possibly get. This is... they might as well be in CT spawn right now. FNATIC Academy just picking them apart again. They're not just winning these engagements tactically, they're winning them physically as well. They're just shooting better. Meadow hits another headshot. Now Kolor and Barcode pretty much have to save again. They've got pressure from Alex from behind. They don't know that he's here, and he's likely just going to be able to hold down this angle. They're not expecting him, and he hit a headshot before going down as well. So Kolor sprinting away as fast as his little legs, oh, I guess average sized legs, can carry him. Let's see. Let's get a cinematic angle on this. They're moving in. Dun 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 dun. Kolor's being charged inwards. He needs to hit a fast flick here, otherwise he's going down. He's finding his way into pit. Oh, they're charging him down! Oh, Meadow finds it at the last second there. And that's why cinematic angles work, boys. There should be a cinema director. 2-9, FNATIC Academy running away with this first half here on Inferno. I like the AWP on Canny. He's been extremely effective with every weapon he's used. And again, it's openings for Canny, and Echo's going to find another one with the AK-47. I like the call there. He actually stopped shooting because the teammate calls that he found that frag, and he wants to conserve ammo for maybe a third player who's holding it down. And you see he goes into the B site without even going for the reload. Doesn't have to give away any intel there either. And it means that just Fleave is left. He's behind this defense, and he finds an AK. He steals it away, but only for literally less than a second as he gets eliminated. It's 2-10, or 10-2, as FNATIC Academy absolutely rocking and rolling in this first half. Pair of AWPs for Gabson and Kolor. This is interesting. This is their first real change-up. And it kind of works for a passive setup. I think that the double AWP setup works a lot better for this, because it means that you're more than likely going to find a couple of frags with an AWP. And they're actually getting aggressive for once. And this is working for Gameagents. For the first time in about 10 rounds, they found that first aggressive pick. And FNATIC Academy are at a deficit when they want to go for one of these takes. Gameagents also have 3 players towards the A site, and this is a 3 versus 4 instead of a 3 versus 5. They're usually at a huge man disadvantage here, and Barcode's even there for the re-rotation. With Color playing aggressive banana, he's going to be on a fast flank. FNATIC Academy are going to have to put this push into execution very fast, but Flash is actually rotating away with an M4. This is not working out, and the A side gets completely decimated. Gameagents give away the game, and they're going for aggressive peaks when they've got the man advantage, and it falls apart once more. The smokes go down, and Gameagents are pretty much locked out again. You can see going for saves. It's going to be an 11th round for FNATIC Academy. The Europeans completely digging their talons into this match. And remember, this is a best of 1 in Swiss system. Winners of this match will find themselves 1-0 up. And the losers 0-1 down, and of course that means that they play somebody of an equal score in the second round here. Swiss system is good because it gives all teams 3 opportunities to show us what they're made of. Better than GSL sometimes, which have maybe best of 3 scattered about. You don't quite know where the matches are coming. But 11-2 is the scoreline, and FNATIC might be finishing this one off pretty early. An AWP on Canny once again. He's been a monster with this weapon. Matev being Molotov back, and Kolar actually goes for an aggressive peek and finds it. So once again, Gameagents, second round in the row that they found that fast peek and pick. I think they've won entry duels 4 out of 14 times now, being the 2 rounds that they won. Last round and this round, with a huge gap in the middle. The FNATIC Academy have been in the lead. Fleeve is held here at pit. He's probably going to get caught out of the action if FNATIC Academy drop a Molotov down there. He's in quite an exposed position. I don't like this considering how FNATIC's been playing, but he finds both frags there, and he's actually swinging up for 3rd. There was no Molotov by FNATIC to shut him out of that position. And now the crossfire comes in. Fleeve's able to find his 3rd as well. Great round from him, and a 3rd round on the board for Gameagents. So that's an 11-3 scoreline. And FNATIC Academy is still exceptionally comfortable here on Inferno. But remember, we're looking for Gameagents to take 4 rounds and then a pistol round. That'll put them at an 11-7 scoreline, but considering that they, like, if they convert, that is, they'd be needing to get this round, the pistol round, and 2 extras, but that's a big if. There's a long road back here. FNATIC Academy have already racked up so many rounds. But we've seen comebacks like this before. Well, today, in fact, we saw a 12-3 scoreline come back from LDLC in their matchup earlier on Nuke. But this isn't Nuke. There's a lot more space to use on the T side. You can definitely set up executes a lot better than you can on Nuke. And it's much, much easier to find opening frags. Gabson gonna grab one with the AWP and back off onto towards the B site. Gameagents have been a lot more dynamic in the last couple of rounds, and that's definitely been working out for them as Gabson lines up 2 more. And Eccles last alive in a 1 versus 4. As just find the first very clean towards mid. And now Kolor has to go for the re-rotation back towards the A site. There's Barcode going towards Banana as well. And Eccles knows that he's probably getting aggressive here. Wants this push. As Gabson actually rotates back, this is doable for Eccles. This is a 1 versus 4, and he might make it happen if he can just find this kill onto Barcode here, who's playing here on Coffins. Oh, and he doesn't. He checks the angle, had him perfectly in his crosshair, but Barcode's able to hit it. 4-11. in the second half. 4-11, that's the scoreline. Gameagents trailing behind at the end of the first. And Gameagents desperately need this pistol round. What are they going to do? They're just taking map control early on, trying to see if FNATIC Academy are perhaps going to get aggressive and miss out somewhere, somehow, somehow. Not sure who's exactly going to do that. You can see FNATIC Academy playing a very passive defense, playing a 4-1 setup as well, which is something that Gameagents never did. You've got 4 players towards this side of the map. Wrong color, of course. You've got 4 players over here and just the 1 player. It's Matev, and he's playing towards Coffin, so he's got good sight onto Banana, but no map control here, so he doesn't know that there are 5 players of Gameagents towards this side of the map, and Eccles is the man on rotation for the CT side. He's so far away here that if Matev goes down and doesn't expend time, this is going to be a difficult retake for them, and it's all down to Barcode whether he hits that initial shot. It's down to Matev on this side. He's got the kit and he needs to rein in that nade right now, but he misses. It just tickles 2 players, 3 in fact, as down to the high 90s in health. So gonna be no effect in the pistol round. He gets rushed down by this T-swarm like a herd of elephants straight into this CT side, and this CZ doesn't work out. Just Meadow left, his position given away, and Gameagents with a second pistol round. I remember what happened last time. You can see it on the scoreboard right now. They won it. They got taken straight back. So FNATIC Academy going for a... maybe not a full buy. I was expecting them to play a bit more aggressively in terms of the economy on the CT side. Instead, they're playing a 4-1 setup once again, and Matev gonna throw away that smoke pretty early. That's some of the only investment he's got. And this is designed for an aggressive Gameagents player to see this, to get impatient, and to call the rush on the A site. To call, nah, we've got it. But I'd like to see Matev conserve that smoke a little bit longer. The bomb's going towards, well, the bomb's actually stuck towards the bottom of mid, and as he drops it back, Gameagents have no banana control, so it's going to be very difficult for them to go towards this side of the map. But Flashy, he's going to go there on his own. I think this is going to be a execute against these 4 pistols, but FNATIC Academy are already rotating off. They've decided that it's not going to be an A hit anymore, with the 2 players going back through CT spawn towards the B site. This bomb's still dropped on mid. Gameagents just making this CT side sweat. Yeah, they're going to maybe pick up this bomb and go towards... Oh, they're going towards B now. So FNATIC Academy, the tides have turned, and this B split is maybe going to work out for FNATIC Academy as they're going back here. They're going to spot out these players, but Flashy, Color, they find both, and that's a complete shutdown, a mow down. The UMPs reign supreme. Only 1 kill for the FNATIC Academy side. Flashy training it out with the UMP. All 5 frags found on the SMGs there, so that's a lot of extra bang for your buck. Obviously $600 each. So that pretty much doubles the amount that you'll get from the AK-47 from any other rifle, in fact. Well, apart from the AWP, which is only going to give you $100. So a lot of these rifles are comparatively lower kill bonus. That's one of the advantages of buying an SMG in those earlier rounds, to farm up a little bit of cash. And also, when you're giving away a weapon, you're not going to be giving away a rifle, which is high armor penetration, high damage. A lot of potential there for multi-frags to come in. Doesn't often happen with the SMGs, the UMPs. They're way more run and gun, way more effective against unarmored opponents. Gameagents playing this T-side very slow. FNATIC Academy have probably are just waiting for Gameagents to make a mistake to maybe push in 1 by 1. There's Alex with a fast headshot there. Fleaver's down to 7 HP, and he's caught all out of the action before he can even get started. And now you can see Barcode just wrapping his way inwards. There's nobody towards Pit, but he has no idea so far that it's only Alex on this site, and he's got a P250, and he's going to find another headshot, but not going to work. With 20 seconds left, FNATIC Academy are going to be able to get this bomb down. It's likely going to be a 7th round for the Hungarian side. So they're playing pretty well here today, especially on that T side, actually converting the pistol round, something that they didn't do in their previous half. You can see that sole CT round at the start of this matchup, this best of 1. And the MAC-10's going to absolutely crush in on them. Gabeson finds 4 frags that round. That's $2,400 and surviving on 1 HP as well. So trading up to that AK-47, and look at this. This is from the team's perspective. Everybody missing him there. Everybody missing. Nobody hit anything. 0 bullets connected after he got onto 1 HP. Very, very sad. Now Kolor, he's watching towards this side of the map. He's just watching through the flames. His Barcode, he is going to hit and the headshot. It's just a joke. FNATIC CT side really haven't looked too good so far. Meadow dropping early. They haven't found a single favorable engagement in the first 30 seconds of any of these rounds. And Gameagents forcing FNATIC to make mistakes predicated on a slow style of Counter-Strike. You can see Matev, he swings in as well, right into Kolor's orb. And Gameagents are putting their foot on the pedals right after this. Eccles right on the corner of this smoke is only going to find 1. Information given so fast. Gameagents' coordination does seem quite good on this T side, I have to admit. And with 45 seconds left, this is another round 1 by the Hungarian side. It's going to be 11-8, and this scoreline does look scary and close. I said Gameagents needed to find 2 at the end of that half, and then the pistol and convert. And I said that that was a long road to be able to do that, but they've gone 1 further. They've done all of that and won their initial buy round on the second half of this map. So this is probably going to be a 9-11 scoreline, possibly 10-11 here on Inferno, and then it's all to play for. 1 round separates you. It's who's better as of then. The past doesn't matter. The horrible first half is irrelevant. It's wiped. AWP and 4 AK-47s is what Gameagents have to work with FNATIC Academy, with 5 sets of pistols here. It's Gameagents finding all of the favorable engagements. You can kind of see that Gameagents have definitely woken up. People are winning the range, well, until then. Caster's Curse comes alive. It's, oh, Kolor! 90-degree flick onto Alex. That's one of the shots of the day. And he actually hits a follow-up onto K9 that we didn't see. But what a way to put a 9th round on the board. Look at how fast that second one shot was. So you've got the pistol kills that come in. And then Kolor shoots his first man. And look how fast that flick was. No scope. Eliminated. And that's Gameagents starting to come alive. They're starting to find these favorable engagements. And now it's all to play for is Gameagents. It's what can you do on your T side? FNATIC Academy going for the double AWP setup. Something that we haven't seen them do as of yet. K9, Eccles on these pair of AWPs. The rest on M4A4s. With only 2 kits between them. And the nades are running thin. FNATIC Academy don't have any presence into B-Apps either, so Gameagents making some unnecessary noise there. Meadow plays this angle. I complimented it earlier. And Meadow using Gameagents' trick against them. That's a great upper angle, but Capson pops open Alex's skull, and now it's straight in towards the A-bomb site. Is Meadow trying to hold it down here from above, lines them up, quad kill from Meadow, swings around again, it's Molotov placed, and this round, it's practically over. Flashy, I think he has to back off here. There's no way that he's going to win this round. Meadow's going absolutely mad on the A-bomb site, and this game's starting to light up. He's just holding this angle down as well. Eccles going to finish off the final man. 9-12 here. FNATIC Academy just 4 rounds away from the win. Look at this from Meadow. He's stuck in the corner. The only way is to fight his way out. They line up for him. It's outrageous. Big mistakes made by Gameagents just there. And they barely hit him as well. That second man, I think he landed 0 bullets. Double AWPs again for FNATIC Academy. And one of them gives himself up to Color early on. Needs to be traded out by Meadows. M4 again. He's going absolutely mad this time towards mid as he finds 3. Almost a 4th onto Fleeve. Actually manages to get that, but this round's almost over. Is this 1 versus 2? The bomb's dropped. Fleeve stuck in no man's land towards the top of mid. And he needs to find both these frags, a triple kill altogether. Eccles on Banana has a great crossfire. That smoke's placed, and that's going to cut Eccles out of the action. Is he going to go for the spray down, throw the smoke? Nah, he just holds his fire. And Fleeve is able to grab that bomb, but knows that Eccles is behind this smoke. This is pretty obvious. And Matev, he's the man. He's got a good angle here. And Fleeve's taking this very slowly. Oh, as bad as he get. Oh, he only hits 1 tag. Now he spots out Matev's position. So he's down to 74. Doesn't matter. He got off very lucky in that engagement. And he's going to plant this bomb for free. So has a 1 versus 2 for free on this A site. Matev going for the peak. Missing that. Flash is perfect into the angle. And now has to fight his way out again. And it's Eccles to find him. 2 kills for him, and 3 kills for Meadow, who's been one of the men of the match so far. I think that's, what's that, 7 kills in the last 2 rounds? Meadow going absolutely mad here on Inferno, and there's a pause. I'd be pausing if I were you. I wonder if we can see Meadow's triple kill on mid again, because that was something that I could watch all day. He's on to 17 frags. He's only very recently come alive in this series, but what a good time to do it. 13-9 now. His big plays might be pushing FNATIC Academy over the line in this series. What would I be talking about in this tactical pause? I'll be coming up with a very good way of eliminating Meadow early in one of these rounds. I think that he's going to be continuing to play aggressive at this point. Perhaps not with a push mid. I think that he'll probably be going towards apps this time. And it's all about eliminating him because he's the hot player. You want to take him down. Alex is on 23 frags as well, so definitely not a slouch. He's in first place on this server. He is carrying this game. And remember how well he started off this series. I think he was 16-2. So he has slowed down a little bit. But 23-13, that's not a bad scoreline at all, especially considering this has been quite a close series. Gameagents using every moment of this tactical timeout to discuss what they're going to do. It's got to be something good, and they're going to have enough money to do it. FNATIC Academy obviously building up that loss bonus for them now. They're going to get 2,400 each after that, or 1,900 each, I beg your pardon, after that second round loss. And you can see what that means for their money. They're actually pretty decent. They're pretty, well, they're sitting pretty on 7,000, 5,000, 6,000, and that's basically due to these 5-round wins here, which were fairly convincing. 4 players alive, 5 players alive, 3 players alive, 2 players alive. So those gun rounds, very, very important. Those wins, very important for Gameagents as well. And remember how many kills that they were getting on the MAC-10s and the SMGs? That's extra kill bonus. You're powdering your pockets a little bit. And that's benefited them heavily in this round. Normally a team wouldn't be able to go for a buy in this one, but Gameagents can, and that makes this more exciting. That nade pours towards the bottom of mid, something that pretty much every single team in semi-professional Counter-Strike walks into. And Gameagents, indeed, following the trend, they're going to walk straight into that one. And flash you down to 59 HP. FNATIC Academy with the 3 players on the A site. And they are very heavily expecting a B push here. They don't have any intel whatsoever to suggest this. Nevertheless, Alex, he's gone towards this side of the map. And Canny, he's playing aggressive with the AWP here. Look, he's got this angle nailed down. He's going to be flashed off. He has to drop the Molotov and back off. And this leaves just Meadow on the A side, who is able to peek out, but doesn't land a single frag. K9 does get another one back in response. Good retort, but gets shot in the face by Kolor, and this round's pretty much over. There's no way that you can retake this. But FNATIC Academy might have been granted like a silver lining by that Canny kill, sorry. And maybe they want to go for this just because of that, but I would strongly disagree. I would love to see them just go for a save here, especially considering they've got barely any money to work with. So they're trying to make sure as many members as possible of Gameagents die on this bomb site as possible, but they're all going to move into Eccles. Oh, they line up for him! Oh, beautiful! Actually, almost hits the flink onto Kolor as well, but he does so much economical damage there. And Kolor's just watching this angle. Fleave's going to find one, but 2 players gone for Gameagents there in 1 bullet. Look at the X-ray, how much they're lining up. They lined up almost perfectly. That was so close to being a triple kill as well. Molotov down and Eccles. Oh, he goes for the aggressive peek. That's great, so important, especially in a round like this where FNATIC Academy are running a little low on steam. See their momentum, the wind taken out of their sails ever so slightly. Gameagents probably have performed a little better than most people would have expected up towards this point. Three AK-47s and an AWP. That's on Kolor. He's been one of the most influential players of this T side for the last 5 rounds now. He's been hitting very crucial frags with the AWP, especially on towards Banana, but nobody's peeking from FNATIC Academy, so Gameagents aren't going to be able to find this opening frag. And FNATIC have 2 players pincered on the B site. They've got a good crossfire here. And without Molotovs for Gameagents, this is going to be difficult to get onto this bomb site. Why aren't they using their Molotovs? Fleave just taking the straight-up gunfight and they win it everywhere, but Gameagents really running the risk of that one. You'd really want to use your Molotovs on the entry and not be saving them for the retake. They had 3 Molotovs there and didn't use any of them to force players out. That means that FNATIC Academy, I would say they probably had 80% chance of shutting down that push. Nevertheless, they don't hit the shots. And 3 members of FNATIC Academy are sent flailing away. Gameagents surviving with 4 players alive. I like that they don't hunt over aggressively because it means that they've got a little bit of buffer, knowing that if FNATIC Academy win 1 round here, just 1, they'd force eco if they had got 2 or 3 extra kills. But that didn't happen. And FNATIC Academy, they have to do it all with just these 3 rifles, 1 being an AWP, 2 being M4s. Oh, look at Meadow going for this aggressive totem pole in Boiler. This is something that we see semi-often from Swedish teams. Kolo's got the AWP and he's trying to pick towards B. It's FNATIC Academy with 2 players towards this side of the map, 3 on the A site, nobody on the fast rotation. You see Meadow probably wanting to go towards that connector area, but Gameagents haven't given away any intel just yet as to which site they're going towards. Maybe this bomb could be a tower. He's probably just going to drop it bottom of mid. They're going to push the bomb towards the A site. It's very far engaged. If Flashy gets dropped by an AWP here, that's the bomb all out in the open, but nobody from FNATIC Academy are going to be ballsy enough to get aggressive in this position. Instead, oh, they're playing this upper angle, and if players walk into this, it could be devastating. Alex's P250 drops. Now the bomb's going towards the B bomb site. As Canny hits a shot towards the A site, and he's pushing out with just a USP. That's a terrible decision, and Fleeve punishes him for it. Only 20 seconds left, and this bomb hasn't got into the B site just yet. Eccles has to hold it down all alone, and he does just that. He finds 2. Now it's all down to Kolor. He's about to get rushed through these smokes, though. He's got a Glock in hand. That's absolutely not going to happen. Fleeve, he's got 6 seconds left. Has to get onto this bomb. Doesn't know that Matev's here. He's going to peek out and find this kill. He's going to wait for the time. Nah, he's just going to find it. Swings out. Sometimes you get land jitters at that, even though you're online. You get those shakes, but not this time. 14 to 11 here. Well, FNATIC Academy, despite a horrible CT side, do manage to make it work there. Canny actually peeks into mid, even maybe knowing that Kola was there. Kolor's found that kill pretty much every single time. I think 100% success rate of that mid pick so far. I don't think he's ever been taken down from that angle. And that evens up the numbers considering that Gabeson has just a pistol. And it's Kolor again. You see it. He's on 14 frags, but they all seem like impact frags here on the T side. Wrapping into the A site, and Matev's able to pinch one back. There's Fleeve with a big 2K. Both headshots here. And get onto this bomb site. Capson does turn around onto Meadow as well, who tries to get cheeky, but there's just Eccles left. Sent back to T-Spawn. Back where he came from. I've got an idea. You put cameras in FNATIC Academy's rooms and you call it a reality TV show. And you see all the drama unfold when they lose, what's this been? Like 7, 8 CT rounds on Inferno when they definitely should have won. That would be reality TV for you. And I would call it Gamers with an A. G-A-M-A-R-Z. That's what I call it. Be a great idea. And we'd stream it on... we'd stream it on some really small streaming site. So nobody watches it. I'm only joking. I'm only joking, everybody. It's only a joke. I'm allowed to joke, right? Is it my contract? Let me see. Is it my contract that I'm allowed to joke? Yeah, it's in my contract. I'm allowed to joke. It's alright. 14 to 12. FNATIC Academy. Their economy is in absolute tatters here. They're not going to be able to go for a single buy. They're going to have just an M4 out of this one. There's no way that they're going to be able to go for a buy here. Canny would be able to get out a FAMAS, but everybody else would be with pistols. It's not worth it whatsoever. But then after, they'd have only 1900 loss bonus, so Meadow would have 3300. Alex would have 3450. That's not enough to go for a good buy, people. It's nowhere near good enough. FNATIC Academy probably are going to be sweating during this tactical pause. I'd like to see FNATIC Academy go for the double up setup. Caballo says exactly that. He wants to see the double up setup being easy, but I don't think FNATIC Academy are going to be able to save up that much money to go for AWPs. Instead, they go for 0 investment in this round. USP's on 4 players. Eccles, he's got the M4 saved from the previous round. And it's all eyes on him for the 27th. They need to be baiting him into these engagements. And you see, they're not doing it. He's just playing aggressively. It means that he's never going to find a clean frag like that. The only way you find clean frags as an M4, as a solo player, is by being baited in and finding them all on his own and going for a stat. I like this angle better, but by the looks of the bomb and Gameagents position, they're almost definitely going to go to the B site. They've got so much B control here. They've got a set execute outside Banana and only Matev there. They don't have info that there's only one player over on B, but and he finds a headshot, so this could force them elsewhere. That's a clean one as well. So that bomb, you saw it receded, and they're backing off. They're going towards A, but FNATIC Academy haven't read it whatsoever. They've got Alex coming back towards the B bomb site, which is the wrong read right now. They've got 3 Ts pushing straight into A, and now it's Eccles. He does swing out, but he only finds 1 frag there before getting eliminated by Gabson. And this 3 versus 2 is almost undoable with only USPs. They gotta hit some fast shots here, and there is a headshot. So, a chance there onto Fleeve, but both these other players have 100 HP. And Barcode there, finding a lot of damage. There's the kill. Matev gonna save the AWP. This is exactly what I need. No peeks from Matev. Back off! There's no reason to go for these peeks here. The risk-reward is not worth it whatsoever. He needs to just go into T-spawn and hide and build a little box around you. It's just not needed to peek any part of this. If he were to peek into second mid right now, there's a good chance that Matev would die and lose an AWP, and there's no reason for it. He should be being told by his teammates, you absolutely can't do that. It's unfortunate. But 13 to 14, and it's such a crucial point in the game. It annoys me so much. People, come on. Gameagents are pretty low on money due to dying in so many of these engagements. And FNATIC Academy could reset them in one foul swoop. I like the more passive AWPing from Canny. It definitely didn't work out when he was peeking towards mid. I like this angle, well, it's not a pixel angle, but it is a very tight one on this A site. You get smoked off. There's almost no way that you ever get to even fire a shot from this angle with an AWP. You're always going to get pre-fired or smoked or flashed. It's something that doesn't always work. I like the aggressive peaks. I just don't like it flat down mid when you know that Kolor's going to be playing that. So it's going to be this B execute. The bomb is trailing. And Eccles is one of the sole proprietors of this B bomb site. And they're not checking him here. He's going to be able to only find one. Backs off. Matev there with the frag. And Kolor does trade it back. That's a very important trade kill there. Eccles just needs to stay alive and put pressure on Fleeve, who's trying to aggress into his angle. And Eccles here, I think he heard Fleeve's aggression into Graveyard. But FNATIC Academy, they now need to go for this retake in a 3 versus 4 situation. This is where it does start to get difficult. It's Fleeve. Oh, that smoke, and Eccles pushes it. Big mistake there. If Fleeve's stuck towards Graveyard, he's going to hold it down for 2. Great headshot on the 3rd. Meadows evaporated, and it's only Canny left, who can only hit the tag. Kolor stays alive. That's round over. 14-14 is Gameagents. They close the gap. The retake doesn't happen. FNATIC Academy with one of the worst CT sides I've seen on Inferno in quite a while. And look at Fleet here. That's a great spray down. Awesome triple kill. And might win them this game. Remember, this is Swiss system. They get a 1-0 on the board if they win this. FNATIC Academy only have the 1 orb. Everybody else with CZs. They want to save for the 30th and final round. And they're going to move right into FNATIC here. Meadow only finding the 1, but that's a worthwhile trade considering he's got CZ. And now FNATIC Academy get another trade, this time onto Banana. So 3 versus 3 here. As Canny actually getting aggressive with the AWP towards apartments. Doesn't actually need to do this at this point, considering that Gameagents are fairly few on number. But could go for a backtrack angle. I like his position into apps, though. Obviously, Gameagents are probably... like, there's a 10% chance that they would take apps from this with not as many players. Now, Canny cannot scope here. He has to just go for this no-scope and flashy or nails the headshot. That's the AWP gone, and now Alex and Eccles, they are 10 miles away from this bomb site. They have to put their jogging boots on and get there, and then there's only 30 seconds on the bomb. It's not going to happen. Alex, the only player with Kevlar, he's going to send that save in back towards second mid. It's either save or go for it. There's no in between here. And I'd like to see Alex save fully. Like, any kill that he gets here is completely worthless. It's the 30th round. That, like, there's no way he can win this round at this point. There's no point of going for this. I'm going to have 2,900 each on top of this. I guess they could save an AWP, but even that's not needed. So he goes down. Wastes his Kevlar. Just Eccles left, and Kolor fights him as well. Kolor's been fantastic this game, so the economical damage doesn't really work out. And now it's Gameagents, 15-14. They're up for the, I think, the first time since the opening pistol round. Look at that. All the way back in the first round. That's when they were ahead. And it hasn't been the same since. 5 AK setup. Kolor not going for the orb. I don't like this. I think I fancy Kolor's AWP, but you can see they've not got enough money for it. FNATIC Academy have been keeping the money down for some time, so maybe that aggression paying off in some respect. This could be our second overtime game of today, remember. Great shot from Canny. Gabson revealing just a hip, and that's all that's needed. An angle that doesn't always pay off either. As he rotates back to the B site, as Gameagents getting aggressive on A, waiting for these smokes to dissipate, but the bomb is way back on Banana. This is definitely a fake here, and they forced only 3 out of 5 players on the A bomb site. You're looking for a 4-1 setup if you want to go on B. Full banana control from Gameagents. A passive setup from FNATIC Academy, but they've got this all towards the back B site. So can he? I think he should be able to shut a couple down on this re-entry. The Molotovs, they are used, but Canny misses that opener. He peeks back out, but him and Eccles both hitting headshots. Eccles with another one, and a clean defense to bring them to overtime here. $25 kills on Alex, 24 on Eccles, 26 on Gabson, 23 on Fleeve. So players from both teams really showing up here today. CT-sided start from FNATIC Academy. That double-up setup that they employed towards the start of their CT half now coming back out to play. Alex finds the first headshot. Now they're making their way into this A-bomb site of FNATIC. What a crushing defense. Canny and Meadow both finding 2. Alex picking up the pieces with the kill as well. So 16-15. And that was Gameagents' first attempt at a rush, I think. They've played an exceptionally slow attack on the T side. And look at how many T rounds have been taken. So even taking 1 or 2 on the CT side is really important for either of these teams. Look at this triangular defense in apps. Fleeve and Barcode both get taken out simultaneously. And now that pretty much leaves just B as the only option. Not knowing that there are 2 people towards this side of the map though. These nades are going to rain in and give away their presence. Canny is on a fast rotate as well. So with Matev on this site and guarding it once again. That flash being perfect. Matev, oh my god, he eliminates 2. Gabson is only able to trade 1 back. Now FNATIC Academy in a very commanding position. They have woken up in the last couple of rounds. Ebot is high. Ebot is... That's not true, by the way. It could be. But Ebot is... Ebot likes a little bit of drug. I like to smoke a little bit of the wacky backy, Ebot. It's doing all kinds of stuff. Eccles finds 1 bullet. That's all that's needed onto Flashy. This is now a 4 versus 5, and Can has actually been pretty proficient from the A angle quite a bit, but this time it's over towards B. It's Eccles instead to find that opening frag, and this is one that Gameagents haven't actually been looking out for too much. I criticized it earlier, but Matev, oh, he doesn't take 2 frags there, and Alex holds it down. Both headshots there to finish off the first half. 18-15, and FNATIC Academy just need 1 more round. Oh, the coach DC'd. Oh, we've got to wait for him now. What's everyone's favourite ice cream? Oh, he's back. Sander's back. Let's get him in the coach. Come on. Join up, Sander. He can't go coaching. He should just leave, shouldn't he? Oh, he can. There we go. Oh, what's your favourite idea? Mine is getting creative. How do you get that idea? Man, 18 to 15. I'm going mad. Abort! Oh no! They go for the tactical pause. Sander's gone again. We've got to wait for Sander, everybody. Oh, leave it. He was spec. Oh no. That doesn't work. Yeah, that would be bad. Technical pause for a coach. I've never seen this before. This is a new one. I thought I had seen it all. It turns out I haven't. Oh, Sander. Saint Sander. Oh, he is coaching the CTs. Oh, he's coaching Gameagent. Oh, there we go. There we go. Let's play the game. There might only be one round left. That's just taking all the lead out of the balloon. But remember, there is a lot on the line here. $10,000 up for grabs this tournament. Nish 332, hoping to get lucky in chat apparently. Nice opening shot from Eccles. FNATIC Academy just 4 frags away from finishing this night's proceedings. A T round. That's what they need. They've taken 11 of them so far this game in regulation. Now they just need one more to finish off this video game. FNATIC Academy here looks to possibly be a B execute. The bomb is stuck towards T spawn though, so not loads of intel. Even us as spectators don't really know that it's coming, and 2 players receding back off to banana. Looks like it's probably going to be an A attack, and that would be the correct call. Gameagents only have 2 players over here. I don't know if that was a read based on the nades. But Flashy just waiting there with an incendiary grenade, and it is going to be a B take, so they're going to have to contend with these 2 game agent players who have a pretty good crossfire here. And Alex is going to be there for the backtrack, there for the re-rotate, there for the insurance policy, and the Molotovs come in this time. There's a defensive molly there from the game agent side. Is FNATIC Academy, they're making their way in. Nice headshot from Eccles, can't get the follow-up. Flashy trades, but it's only evenly. Is FNATIC Academy just 2 frags away from taking this, and Alex, he might be the finishing blow here. Gabson, he has to peek into this. Oh, he finds the flick. Alex, he's mincemeat. He can't find that headshot at the crucial moment. That's devastating. And now FNATIC Academy, it has to be Canny and Meadow, 2 of the higher fragging, or the lower fragging players apparently. They're at the bottom of the scoreboard, but they are stuck at the back of this bomb site. That nade doesn't do anything, and it's Cadley, Meadow, both finding frags, and it's 19 to 15. A second overtime bout to finish our second day of broadcast here at the GOCASE Challenge. Game agents, they made it close. They almost made the comeback happen, but apparently not. It's not meant to be here today, and unfortunately they go 0-1 in the group stage with FNATIC Academy. They're going to be going into that winners bracket later this week. Very exciting stuff. Either way, we are off for the night. 4 games, 4 winners. If you've enjoyed it, drop us a follow. We're going to be back on Thursday for some more GOCASE Challenge action, so make sure you tune in for all of that. Go to our socials as well if you want to keep up to date. It's ELC Gaming TV on Twitter. It's ELC Gaming everywhere else. So make sure you check all that out. For all the schedules, we've got a schedule below the channel as well. Thank you so much for joining us today, everybody. Until next time, we'll see you then.